Hey there, and welcome to today's video. We'll be doing a bit of a day in the life video along with making some delicious bone broth. Thanks to my brother for giving us some soup bones from a cow that he and his family butchered. So here's what you'll need. You need some vegetables like celery and carrots, garlic, some soup bones or just any meat bones, and water, apple cider vinegar. An onion is good too, I just didn't have one. After you wash and peel your vegetables, you'll want to rough cut your carrots. Chop your garlic in half just so it releases the flavors better. Same if you have an onion. Pick out the skins, but it's not the end of the world if there is still some in there. Then chop the celery. I'm saving the end for something I'll show you about later. Rough cut your celery, take out the cores. I usually don't save the leaves for the broth. I give these to my animals. These soup bones are really great. I like when you have them. There's still a lot of meat left on them usually, so it's great. You can pull the meat off after the broth is done and use it in like a beef stew or some beef and noodles. Once you get your bones in the crock pot, add your vegetables and then add some apple cider vinegar. I've read anywhere from 2 tablespoons to 1/4 cup, so I just eyeballed it and put some in there. Then fill your crock pot with cool water. Some people use distilled water. I just use tap water. It's always worked out for me. Turn on your crock pot, put the lid on, and leave it alone for 8 to 12 to 24 hours. You can start with it on high to get it to a boil and then turn it to low, or just leave it on low the whole time. A fun thing you can do with celery is grow your own. So once you get some from the store, cut the base off, and you're just going to stick it in some water in a sunny spot, and in a couple days or a week, it will start sprouting. You can leave it and let it grow as big as you want. Eventually it'll get some roots, and then you can transplant it into a pot or just trim off what you need as it sits there by your window. Hello. So, some of you like day in the life videos, some of you don't. That's okay. So I'm doing a little one today. I did not film anything this morning because we had doctor's appointments and errands, and I'm not filming that for multiple reasons. The main one being filming with a bunch of little kids too, whatever, it's hard. So I'm making some bone broth over there, and you'll see that. I'm gonna go put a door handle and hinges on my chicken coop and maybe clean it out. We'll see how adventurous I get. Now that we're back inside, my kids are watching a show, and it's time to tidy the kitchen before dinner. A messy kitchen makes me a little crazy. Yes, I know our kitchen doesn't really match, but it's a really old kitchen. We just moved here, and real people live here, so it's gonna take some time before it looks super pretty. But it's a lot better than it was when we moved in. A lot of times I'll pack my son's lunch before we go to bed because it makes the morning easier. So just a simple lunch for him and leftovers for dinner. So it's the next day, and I've been straining the soup bones since this morning, and got some great broth in there. I even picked off the meat, and here it is. That's a good bit of meat to save for later. Time to put the broth in some jars. I'm not going to can it this time. I'll probably use the soup bone meat and make a beef stew or vegetable beef tonight or this week. so I'll just keep it in the fridge and maybe freeze some in ice cube trays for future use. Something that's not super homesteadery, but I am an artist, and so I get some time to work on that today, which is really great. I can't show you because it is secret, but someday I promise I'll show you what I'm working on. In the evenings after we put our kids to bed, my husband and I like to watch a movie or a show. We're working through The Hobbit right now, and I often crochet. It's my bag of projects right now. It's a nice relaxing. Thanks so much for watching today's video, a little day in the life and some bone broth stuff. If you like these, let me know. If not, then I'll do them when I want to. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I've got more videos coming. I will probably do a video about the cleaning stuff that I'm figuring out, some new homemaking rhythms and all that. Just a note, you probably won't ever see my kids on YouTube, other than like a few old videos that I have. I just like to keep them off of YouTube until they're older. It's a big world. This is just what I'm doing with my kids right now. You do you, but that's what I'm doing. So they're around, but you won't see them on YouTube. So please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!